What's going on, people? It's me, Nico Yearwood, and I'm trying something new. Bring out the camera this time for one. I hope you like the setup. Got some new lights, so hope I'm well lit. I've been studying lighting. Not studying lighting. I watched 2 YouTube videos on lighting. I looking in the monitor like a clown. I'm supposed to be looking in the lens. Yeah, I hope you guys doing well. Hope everybody still hanging in there. I know we still in lockdown, but the end is near. Well, fingers crossed the end is near. Comedy's supposed to start back May 17th is when the comedy club said it's likely to open back up. And in fact, when Boris said comedy clubs can open back up. Well, he didn't say specifically comedy clubs, but you know, such venues, entertainment venues, May 17th. So I'm looking forward to that. I am tired of doing jokes on Zoom. Zoom gigs, they're okay. They're a lot better than I thought they would be, but they're still not the real thing. What have I been doing? I've been doing too many things. That's what I figure out. I've been doing too many things, trying to do too many things, and not doing any as a result. I've been trying to do some drawing, as you know. I want to do some photographs as well. Want to do some writing. Then I'm neglecting the comedy. Also want to learn a musical instrument. But that's too many things. I'm all over the place and not getting anything done. So I got to zone in and focus on one thing. That's what I learned about myself. I'm trying to do too many things and not getting anything done. Said that already. It's like that Bruce Lee quote. You know that famous Bruce Lee quote? When he says, I don't fear the man who has practiced 1,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 1,000 times. So that's basically it. You got to focus in on one thing and do that to the best of your ability. Become a master and not a jack of all trades. So that's my problem. And I figure I'm going to focus on my energies into YouTube. I've neglected YouTube. So all my stuff going to be on YouTube now. Most of it I'm going to hit YouTube first and then hit the other social medias. Because the other social medias, I don't really like them. I think Twitter is too negative. Twitter in theory is a great idea. You know? You can chat to anybody. Share ideas. On paper it looks good. But people just... they just share abuse. That's all they go on Twitter for, to share abuse. And it's like... especially if you're a comedian, everything you say, every joke, people on Twitter just want to pick apart and look to be outraged so they can virtue signal and whatnot. But every joke you say now, people going through with a fine tooth comb, looking for offense, looking for a slip up where they can go, gotcha, and try to end your career. These are people who are bitter, people who got nobody who has anything to do, anything productive to do or say is on Twitter getting offended by jokes. Anybody who out there doing that is a clown. You know, I mean, just looking to cancel people. Just let the jokes flow. Let people tell the joke. Just the thing about a joke. A joke is not going to work the first time. That's why you have like new material nights. You go out there, you test out a joke and you go, okay, that didn't go down as how I wanted it to go down. Some people got offended. Let me change it up a bit. Or if they got offended, that's their problem. You didn't have that back in the day where some people could go on the internet and just be like, try to tear you down. I figure some comedians gonna be like, you know, to hell with this. I'm done telling jokes. Because everybody just getting offended. And do something else. Like plumbing. That's the thing. Instagram as well. Instagram is just... I was looking at this chart of all the different apps and they were trying to find out. They're analyzing which one takes most of your data, and Instagram was right there at the top, man. Instagram is the app that takes most of your data, your location, facial information. You know, it knows everything about you. It turns on the camera when you not even using it. So The Twitter and the Instagram would be secondary. I was reading this book as well, and this hurt my heart. And this is what it's along the lines of the Bruce Lee quote that I just mentioned, but it was Seneca. This is the value of I keep looking in the monitor over here. I'm supposed to be looking in the lens. I gotta fix that. But this is my first time trying a talking head. Is it what you call it, a talking head video directly to camera like this? Gotta look in the lens. Hello, lens. Seneca dropped this quote, and this struck a nerve. I took this personal. Seneca said, "Many pursue no fixed goal, but are tossed about in ever-changing designs by a fickleness which is shifting, inconstant, and never satisfied with itself." And that's me at the moment. So piss off, Seneca. Come out here talking my business. But that's a great quote. Basically, he's telling you, listen, you gotta find one thing. Forget all those other things. Sorry, I hate the mic. I'm doing all sorts of nonsense. Maybe I'll just delete this video and start from scratch. I can't do that. He's saying focus on one thing. Stop looking over here and looking over there, trying to do this and that. Find one thing. Those other things are distractions. And that's what I've come to the conclusion that I have to do. Okay. You know what? This morning I get up and I went for a walk. I just get up and went for a walk. Left the phone at home. And I went walking around the neighborhood. The area that I live in. And it was great. I discovered walking today. I never used to walk. I used to run. I tried running for a bit. I used those running shoes that I got beginning of lockdown 3 times. And so my wife was right. It was a waste of money. And I hate to admit, but she was right. No, I got up this morning and I went for a walk. And just rather than... I used to only walk if I was going somewhere. But I just went for a walk as, let me just go for a walk. Went random places and tried to find my way back. And it was great. I felt refreshed when I got... It clears your head. It clears your head for real. I came back with a clear vision. And I said I'm going to go upstairs and do a YouTube video for the people. Because I haven't spoken to the people on YouTube for probably 5 months. That's not right. So I'm going to try and do this more often. And you have walking to thank for that. Yeah, I went up the hill. You don't know where the hill is. But I went by the church. And cut through a little path. There was an old lady coming towards me in the path. And this current climate, she see a big black man coming down and she's a little old white lady. She might have been terrified because it was a footpath. It wasn't a wide, bright area, So I just stepped to the side, She might have been high risk for corona, and I pull up my scarf over my nose, And she said, "Oh, thank you, young man." And so that was a nice interaction. Me and driving Miss Daisy walking down the road, crossing each other's paths. And yeah. But yeah, no. And she was like, "Yeah, thank you, young man." I was like, "No worries." Yeah, and then I went further, tried to find my way back. This is the thing. That's the other thing. I'm gonna try and walk around a lot further and just learn different places in my head. Learn the street names. That's good for your brain. They said all the cab drivers, I probably mentioned this before, you heard me talk about this, is that cab drivers before they had bigger brains, not bigger brains, but the hippocampus to do with memory, because they weren't using sat nav, their minds were a lot sharper and they had a bigger, I think it's hippocampus. So rather than the ones who using sat nav, they're not exercising the brain. So I'm gonna try and walk around, and rather than use Google Maps, draw a map in my head. Yeah. This is weird talking into a camera like this. Before it used to be just me talking into the mic. Now I got the camera And I got the monitor here. I got too many things going on, man. Y'all see my light in the back? I got a little green light there. Gee, nice. What else been going on? Oh yeah, so I was learning how to draw. But I think drawing is hard. So I give that up for a little bit. Plus, my vision started to go. I gotta get glasses. You might have seen me on Instagram post a picture about which glasses to get. Yeah, I gotta get glasses. I gotta go back and collect them and choose. I thought the red was nicer. I thought everyone would have gone for that. But everyone went for the dark blue. Apparently it matches my skin color a lot better. So I'm gonna get the dark blue ones. I'm gonna listen to the people. Y'all made that choice for me by voting and saying, nah, dash them red ones, get the dark blue ones. So I'm gonna get the dark blue lenses. But I'm scared. I'm scared of wearing glasses. Because when I was a child, when I was like, I can't remember, it was 10. My older brother, he said to me, listen, Nico, don't ever get glasses. From the time you get glasses, your eyes are f***ed. He didn't say that. We're a Christian family. No, he didn't say that. He said, mash up. From the time you get glasses, your eyes are mash up and they're going to get worse and worse because you're relying on the glasses to help you see rather than using your eyes to see. So I was scared of getting glasses all the time. But now I'm looking and it's my left eye. My left eye is it's a bit blurry. You know, I went and sat in the machine and the man was like, they had 4 rows and the man said, read as far down as you could see. And with my left eye, I barely make it to the second row. I was like calling out letters, just guessing. You know, I was like Q, like in a game show. Q, Z. Is that a H? And I was like, come on, man, you can only see 1 row. But my right eye, I could see right down to the bottom. So I don't know what's going on here with his left eye. I was asking him if anything you can eat to help me get back my eyesight or to stop it from deteriorating. And he was like, you know, green leafy vegetables and salmon and mackerel, you know, omega-3 stuff. Not once did he mention carrots. All this time, people telling you eat carrots for your eyesight, and he didn't mention carrots. So, yeah, he said salmon, oily fish. So I'm gonna try and do that. But I'm scared of using the glasses because I'm like, I don't know if is it vanity. It might be vanity. I don't know. But I don't wanna be reliant. I don't want the eyesight to get worse because of using the glasses. But I guess I've had them long enough. Yeah, so that's it. What else been going on? Oh yeah, I've got a new podcast. We have a new so that's 2 podcasts I'm doing. I got Skylarkin, which is mine, and I'm doing one with Leo and Darius. I post some clips on there on Instagram and whatnot. It's called, what is it called? It's called Three Speech, and it's talking a lot about, you know, the current issues, you know, cancel culture, woke culture, current events in the news and whatnot. It's a very funny podcast, I think. It's better than me just up here rambling on my own with nobody to feed off of. So check out that as well. It's called Three Speech. That's on YouTube and Spotify and all that good stuff. And oh yeah, I did one of my Zoom shows. I did a Zoom show. Well, I did a few for Top Secret, but I did a couple. I did one of my own. It was intimate. And if you didn't get the invite, I'll do another one. But it was cool. I tried out some new material on Zoom to those who had sent me their email addresses. And that was fun. That was very intimate, but it was fun to get some new material off my chest. And I was going to do one this week, but I had too many things going on, you know. So I'm going to do one next week, which is most likely going to be Wednesday or Thursday. So look out for that. If you want to come and hear me try out some new material along with another comedian, and you free Wednesday or Thursday night, drop a comment and sign up to the mailing list, and we're gonna do that. I watched a movie the other night. I watched over Children of Men. That's a good movie, solid movie. I like it. I was watching it because apparently the cinematography in it is supposed to be really good, so I watched it over for that. But I have forgotten most of the plot of the movie. But what's happening is that we're no longer fertile. Humanity, there's no more, the sperm ain't working, the eggs ain't working, and the youngest person was a celebrity. So that was it. And there's all these riots and uprisings and whatnot. Don't watch a disaster movie in the middle of a pandemic. It's quite depressing is what I learned. Because I was like, we are literally like, you seeing all the riots and all the stuff. I am like, is this a movie or is this a documentary? Because we are like this far away from what was happening on the screen, you know? Because we got a lot of riots. We had riots in Bristol. We had riots. Not riots, but, you know, protests. Every week there's a different protest. So people are getting angry. They're fed up. You can't keep them locked up in the house for so long and not expect them to, you know, boil over. But yeah, I was watching it and I was thinking, this could be us, folks. This could be us in the Children of Men. But it's cool. But so what happens in it? Is this spoilers? If the movie is over 10 years old, is this spoilers? I don't know. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But, you know, nobody can breathe, basically. And they were saying, imagine a world without children's laughter or children's voices, you know. I think it'd be quite peaceful. I got 2 kids and I tell you, man, they keep a lot of noise. A lot of noise. But no, I love my kids. Love my kids. They're great kids. But I'm just saying, the noise. It's a lot of noise that kids make. I'm talking to you guys, but I haven't tested the sound on this microphone. So, and the mic in the camera is trash. So, there may be no decent audio to this podcast. In fact, let me see if it's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. So, Children of Men is a good movie, solid movie, and there's a scene in there that is ranked fairly highly in terms of cinematography and, you know, camera movements and whatnot. It was cool. I wish I could learn and understand all that camera jazz, you know. I'm still a novice with it, but I find it fascinating. The different lenses and different shots people go for, I find that very intriguing. But I have done my time here. I hope you guys are doing well though, and I'm gonna try and do this more often. I keep looking in there, so it's practice. I'm gonna put tape over that monitor or put the monitor up because I'm all over the place. But this is my first try with the camera, and I hope you appreciate my attempt to bring you guys video. A long walk to freedom. That's what I'm gonna call this episode of whatever this is. This is a long walk to freedom. I'm gonna be walking at 7 every morning. Ask me in 3 days time if I went for a walk that morning. That's the thing with all these things that people try, you know. You start off like, you say you're going on a diet. You start a diet. You do 2 days of good dieting. By the 3rd, 4th day, you eating KFC. Got chicken grease all over your mouth. Luckily, I don't need to diet because I still slim. But I got a big belly. I gotta do some sit-ups and get rid of that. But, you know. Oh, I got beef with my gym. My gym has been taking my money all through this lockdown. So I paid for a full year and I only had access to the gym for 4 months. And I've been writing them, trying to tell them, hey, you gotta give me some sort of extension. You gotta give me some sort of refund. But it's hard work getting through to them. But the man said, one guy did email and said, we'll get back to you and sort this out. So I gotta go and email them, because you can't pay for something a full year and only get 4 months. So I want 8 months free. I hope you guys enjoy this, or you sat through it. I hope you learned something. Oh yes, I gotta say big up to my patrons. I have a Patreon. That's why I'm gonna start to build up as well. So some of this talking to camera, and some of the Zoom shows. If you missed the Zoom show, you will be able to go on my Patreon and watch clips of it. Some of my sketches as well. I'm gonna do some sketches that will go on the Patreon first and then be released to YouTube. But Patreon people will get to see it first. So I want to say big up to Amy. Thank you, Amy, for your support. I want to say thank you to Ricardo. And thank you, Nicole. Thank you for supporting me and my channel. And I promise I'm going to give you more content. I'm on it now. No more saxophone. No more drawing. This is me giving you content like this and sketches and stuff. So thank you to my patrons. I'm gonna give you one of these videos exclusively on Patreon. I want some of the sketches early. I gotta practice this. I think this light is a bit too bright over here. What do you guys think? I think I'm overexposed. Okay, so thank you guys for everything. Thank you for listening. I've been Nico, and yeah, peace.